Hey guys and welcome back to Reddit Reader. I am Reader and I read stories on Reddit, and today we are taking a look at r/TIFU.
TIFU by taking an important visitor to eat the food of their oppressor. Obligatory. This happened some years ago when I was in grad school. I was responsible for taking visiting potential PhD candidates out to lunch and showing them our campus. The goal was to convince them to accept our offer, since most of our top candidates had competing offers from other schools as well. On this particular Friday, we had invited a really nice young woman who decided to bring her mother along. A little unusual for a parent to accompany her adult daughter, since most of our candidates were between 23 and 26 years old, but hey, the more the merrier. Our little college town was known for its wide range of international restaurants. Indian, Ethiopian, Thai, Moroccan, various regions of China, French, Korean, Greek, Irish, Afghani, you name it. We must have had something like 7 Tibetan restaurants alone. But my favorite of all of them was one of the 2 Turkish restaurants in town. This place was run by the friendliest older gentleman who always seemed so excited to see you. In addition to the regular tables, they had a lovely Turkish seating area where you sat on embroidered pillows amidst Arabic-looking decor. They were famous for their pied, something that can best be described as a small bread or pizza boat with cheese and meat inside. You also got a free little salad on the side with fresh herbs and couscous, and of course they had a wonderful sweet tea served in tiny cups. Waking up with a ravenous desire for a delicious pied, my lunch choice for our guests was easily made. The Turkish place. Now, I should note that I wasn't really told anything about this student. I knew her first and last name, but other than sounding kind of vaguely Middle Eastern or from the Caucasus or something, I couldn't really place it. I put on my nicest dress to make a good impression and I go to meet them at their hotel, which is at the student union on campus. Gorgeous limestone building, and I hoped it would make as good of an impression on her as it did on me back when I was a visiting student. It's a cool but sunny day, so we decide to walk out to the Turkish restaurant and chat. I tell them more about our departments and some of the specialties of our faculty, and she talks about what she did during her master's degree. She tells me she's from Los Angeles. Her mother was clearly born abroad, but I can't place the accent and I don't want to be that person who asks okay, but where are you really from, after they've said they're from La. 15 minutes of cheerful chatting later, we arrive at the restaurant. I haven't told them anything about it yet and her mother has kind of a weird look on her face when she sees the name of the restaurant and the obvious Turkish theme. I'm confused. Could it be that she hates Turkish food? Seems kind of unlikely, not only is it delicious, but it's fairly diverse and you can get something that suits most people's taste. The mother exchanges a look with her daughter and I start wondering if I should change our plan or ask them if they don't like Turkish food. But they don't say anything and we've already walked there, so it seems a little weird to suddenly change plans. I don't want to make them uncomfortable by asking them what's going on either, so I just walk in, greet the owner, and we take a seat on a comfy cushion. The waiter quickly takes our order and then leaves us alone. At that point, things kind of fall silent. I'm not sure what to say. I feel unusually awkward for someone who is usually quite chatty. Finally the mother looks at me and smiles. She says, "Do you know where we're from?" "Yeah, Los Angeles, fun city." "No, I mean, do you know where I was born?" Now I'm even more perplexed. Why on earth would I know where the mother of a visiting graduate student that I've never met before was born? And why did that matter? Of course, if you've been following the news about President Biden this week, you probably know where this is going. No. You actually look like you could be Turkish or something. She starts laughing, turns to her daughter, and nods. The daughter looks at me and also starts laughing and finally says, "We're Armenian." Oh shit. Fuck. If you've been reading the news this week, which is what reminded me of this day so many years ago, you probably understand now how I felt I just managed to bring an extremely rare Armenian candidate that we desperately want in our program to a Turkish restaurant. Turkey, the country responsible for the systematic mass murder and ethnic cleansing of around 1 million ethnic Armenians. It also finally dawned on me that I had heard before that a lot of Armenian names end in yan. I should have known or googled the name or something beforehand. Major faux pas. Fortunately they were super nice about it and thought it was really funny. They told me a lot of the food was actually quite similar to what they ate at home, so they loved the food. They didn't blame the restaurant owner personally either of course, so they assured me they had a perfectly good time and enjoyed our lunch. Still, I felt so stupid. Luckily she joined our program despite my blunder and became a great colleague. The LDR, of all the incredible foreign restaurants in our little college town, I managed to take our important guests to a restaurant from the country that committed genocide against their people.
The text you just heard was from user Never on Reddit and was posted in the r/TIFU subreddit.
TIFU by peeing my pants. In the bathroom. I'm industrial maintenance for a mid-size manufacturing facility. Roughly 200 employees. And today I pissed my pants. The owner of the company's toilet seat was worn in the main office. Not disgusting, not falling apart, just a little worn. He requested that my boss replace it, and while we're at it, go ahead and replace all the toilet seats in the plant. Okay. No biggie. Roughly 25 seats. I thought it was a pretty cool gesture towards his employees. So we ordered toilet seats after taking measurements of all of them. Turns out there's two main types, round and elongated. Pretty cool, huh? Now, toilet seats aren't hard to replace. Usually two plastic bolts. Take them off, throw the old seat out the window, put the new seat on, put new bolts in. Lightly screw them down, you're done. And you can use the old seat as a necklace if it didn't kill anyone on its way down. Yay. Some of our older seats use metal bolts though. And you need to be very fucking careful because obviously toilets are made of porcelain. And shatters if you look at it wrong. That's a TIFU for another day, though. One of our toilets is at the top of a long staircase. Few people ever use it, but it's kept clean and stocked because there's some other stuff up there. Conceivably, there could be people working in this area, even if there's usually not. So, replace the old seat. And guess what? It has those old metal bolts. They were tight enough I had to go back downstairs and get a ratchet with a 9/16 THS socket. Before I started this entire adventure, I had to pee. I didn't bother because it wasn't that bad. It takes me about a half an hour to get this seat off. It's in a very awkward place, maybe one click on my ratchet at a time, just all in all a pain in my ass. My need to pee gets worse. And worse. I can feel it starting to hurt. The new seat doesn't fit perfectly, it takes a bit to get it right. Why? I have no idea. Stupid old ass toilet bullshit. Meanwhile, I really have to pee. I finally get it right. It's bolted down, even though I had to mod it a little bit. Looks good. At this point it's an emergency, I need to go. Now. I know where there's a bathroom relatively close, maybe a 5-minute walk. I rush out the door and head for the stairs. About 2 seconds later it's too late. That warm, wet feeling. Oh no. Oh gods no. It feels like kindergarten all over again. I just peed in my pants. As an adult. No, please let it be a bad dream. It's not. But that's when I realized. I'd been working on a functional toilet the entire time, just too stupid to realize it. I walk back inside, defeated, and just want to cry. Fuck today, I'm done. On the bright side, I was the first to sit on this new seat. And I didn't have to pee anymore. The LDR spent so much time working on a toilet that I forgot it was a toilet and peed my pants 10 feet away from it.
The text you just heard was from user Gypsane and was posted in the r/TIFU subreddit.
TIFU by asking a man about steamed up glasses. Actually a TIFU, as this literally happened minutes ago. My partner has to go get her second jab today, so we wandered round to the bus stop and sat waiting. Neither of us have a mask on, as it's a bright sunny day today, and are wearing our sunglasses, obviously trying to avoid the mask side effect of steamed up glasses. After about 10 minutes, another guy joins us, wearing sunglasses and a mask. I give him my barest attention, as you do when you see someone you don't know. I see the bus approaching and grab my mask out of my pocket, and as I'm putting it on, turn to the guy and ask him if he has the same glasses mask issues, making small talk. He says yes, and as I get up to get on the bus, I notice his walking stick, one of the ones that blind people use. Mortified, now, we'll have to find a new bus stop. Dr. Asked a man if he suffered from the mask glasses combo of steamed up glasses. He was blind. Embarrassed myself again.
The text you just heard was from user H16HP01N7 and was posted in the r/TIFU subreddit.
TIFU by accidentally telling everyone at my new job that I have a thing for blondes. Obligatory. This didn't happen today, but a year ago, almost 14 months to the day, actually. It's taken that long to recover from the complete mortification that this fuck up incurred. Using a throwaway because this is quite literally the most embarrassing thing that I have ever done and I don't want it anywhere near my main account. So, to set the scene, it's early March 2020. I had just started my new job a week prior, and I was getting along well with my managers and most of my coworkers, although obviously I didn't know any of them very well yet. Now, as most of us know, in early March of last year, COVID was starting to become a major problem in the US. Corporate had just issued the mandatory face mask order, so my boss sent out a group message to me and 5 of my other coworkers, including all of my other supervisors, about it. My brand new coworkers start exchanging questions and comments about the mask requirement and I stay quiet. I figure it'd be weird for the brand new employee to chime in, you know. Plus I have a splash of social anxiety, so I don't want to blow up everybody else's phones with some dumb or inane comment. Now, at the same time, I'm messaging a friend on Facebook Messenger about an anime. She's sending me random screen caps from one of her favorites and sends one along with a text, also the first year blonde girl is gay AF for the black-haired senior and I am so here for it. To which I respond, I mean, same followed by, except in reverse cause I have a thing for blondes. Now. I had been intermittently switching back and forth between Messenger and SMS every time someone sent a new message in the work group chat. I was also watching something on TV in between messages because I'm just that good at multitasking. I sent the first message, locked my phone, then unlocked it to add the brilliant follow-up that was, except in reverse cause I have a thing for blondes. Except Messenger wasn't the app that automatically opened when I unlocked my phone. SMS was. One of my supervisors sent a message about hoping that the person who left the disposable masks in the office for our use washed their hands before doing so, and then an hour later 6 of my coworkers, my boss included, received the message. Number except in reverse cause I have a thing for blondes. Of course, I didn't realize my mistake until my treacherous fingers had already auto-tapped the send button. So I watched in abject, burning horror as the message status goes from sending to sent to delivered to 6. 6 phones buzzing and or chiming. 6 woefully ignorant people, at least 4 of which have the ability to fire me, picking up those phones. 6 people reading the message, except in reverse cause I have a thing for blondes. Of course, not wanting this statement to be taken out of context, I hurriedly add the disclaimer, oh god wrong chat obviously. With the emoji. It has been 14 months since that night. My boss has not included me a group message since. TLDR. Boss at my brand new job included me in a group chat about mandatory mask usage. I made him regret this decision within 90 minutes by sending him and all 5 of the other coworkers in the chat a message meant for a friend that read, except in reverse because I have a thing for blondes.
The text you just heard was from user THROWAWAY 675,480 and was posted in the r/TIFU subreddit.
TIFU by procrastinating for the entry exam to my dream university. This just happened, and I'm so mad at myself. Also obligatory on mobile, so sorry for formatting errors or dumb autocorrect stuff. So a couple of months ago I signed up for my dream university and got accepted for the entrance exam. This exam was purely for finding out how well the curriculum suits you. In no way does it impact my chances of getting into the university. That is, if you actually send in something, foreshadowing. Also not completing this exam will give you a red flag and will make it nearly impossible to get into any course of the same school and 100% impossible to get into the same course. So for the entirety of April I had the time to work on learning the needed information and completing the exam. But when I first looked at the assignment I noticed it was about math. Math is my least favorite and worst subject. So I did the obvious thing and decided to not work on it and focus on my physics exam I needed to finish to be able to graduate. 2 weeks into April I finally muster up the courage to start on the exam prep and it was very easy. I learned everything I needed to a couple years ago in my math classes. So I decided that I would go over everything and make sure I knew everything perfectly so I can ace the test and show that I am fit for the course. After about 2-3 RDS done I decided to do something else and work on the rest later. 5 days before the exam is due I get the brilliant idea to get a Netflix account. I know, I'm late. This did not help me at all because I got very invested in one show and watched a full season over the next 3 days. Now there are 2 days left. I spent my first day working on the prep a bit but couldn't get in the zone and decided that since it would take in total another 2 hours to finish the exam prep and the exam itself, it should be fine to finish it tomorrow. Then the fabled day we call today arrived, where I did not realize the stuff I had to do. I was in school until 16:30 and had to leave for work at 17:30 and work till 2100 hours. This still gave me a 2.5 hour window to finish the assignment. I got this in the bag I thought. When I worked on the prep I realized I was done earlier than expected and such I was feeling great, 2 hours for a max 1 hour exam. Easy right? Well God had other plans with me. Because when I went to open the file to start the exam I got the message that the program I need to use is currently undergoing an update and won't be usable for another 10 hours. I sent out an email to the university with a request to get an extension until Saturday evening, but since it is weekend I am guessing nobody will see it. DLDR, I procrastinated my dream university's exam that had no bearing on whether I would make the cut or not, as long as I handed in something and couldn't finish it because of an unannounced software update. Now I will most likely get blacklisted from the school unless I get an extension.
The text you just heard was from user BAR4LIFE666 and was posted in the r/TIFU subreddit. That's it for this video. I am Reddit Reader and I read Reddit. In this video we read r/TIFU. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day.